What's up, everybody? This is Red Alchemy here, and we are starting a new Let's Play today. If you can't tell what it is just from looking, it is Dragon Quest Heroes. I figure since I'm going to be playing Dragon Quest 11 soon, I wanted to play a Dragon Quest game, but I didn't know which game to play really, so, because I don't want to have to start like a whole Dragon Quest game right now before 11 comes out, because that would be a big thing to start. And I realize this game is kind of long too, but this isn't it's not quite as intense of a game as the normal Dragon Quest games are. So I just feel like this would be a good way to get a Dragon Quest game going and finished before Dragon Quest 11 comes out, and without being a pure strategy game or whatever. You get what I'm saying. So thus this is where we are. This is the first Let's Play that we will be doing on my new PC. This is actually, I'm playing it on my PC. A whole world of PC gaming has opened to me, and I am so happy that I bought this computer, because I'm just amazed at the things it can do. How honestly, just how well it runs this game is crazy to me, because I've had I've had good computers in the past, but nothing good like this to where it can play games. Like, I've been able to play at most, like, I think I got Skyrim to play barely, and it was like really laggy. And that's it. Anything I played on my other computer has always been just laggy, or it has to be like an emulator of an old game or something. But so this is awesome. I'm so happy to have this. So let's go ahead and get started. I did play a little ways into this game just because I needed to map the buttons to a controller, because for some reason I couldn't get the controller I'm using to work. So I had to actually download a program which lets me map the controller buttons to keyboard buttons, and then basically I had to figure out the buttons and map them one by one to a controller, like on a keyboard, the keyboard buttons that is. So here we are. I got it to work. It seems to be working perfectly fine. The only thing is that I do have to, like, I think I have to hit the enter button on the keyboard just to choose stuff. But we're actually gonna start playing as Aurora, because I played through this game like, I don't know, like 30 minutes, just like I said, to do that. And in that time, the cutscenes that I've seen, the Lucius guy is annoying. He is like the most annoying person in a video game that I've ever seen. So we're gonna play as Aurora because she seems to be smart, actually. Let me try something. I want to see. That zooms out for some reason. That's just weird. I don't actually know what I would choose. I'm just gonna.
Come on then.
No, actually, we're going to. I'm not really sure. Okay, yeah, we do it exactly like this. Okay. So we are gonna be Red Chan, because that's just what I like to name myself whenever I'm not playing as Zephyr, or in like MMO games. I always play as Erid, E-R-I-D. I don't know why. It's just, that's the first like name I used in Ragnarok Online whenever I started playing, and so every online game after that has just been Erid. But for Lucius, I don't really know, actually. Let's just leave it as Lucius, because I don't really, like, I don't know what to name him. I don't have enemies, really. He's not, yeah, actually, he's not my enemy. He's supposed to be, like, my partner, I guess. We'll just leave it as Lucius, because I can't think of anything funny. Alright, so you can adjust the system settings, including the voice language. Yeah, so I want English voice language. I know you probably are yelling at me to do Japanese, but I don't know. I like having English language. I'm weird, I know. Most people enjoy Japanese with subtitles, and I do actually enjoy some things in Japanese instead of English. But the voice acting didn't seem to be too bad in this, so we're going to leave it with English. And I think everything else, I'm going to turn Vibrate off, because I don't need it. It won't work with this controller. I don't really think the control guy would help, but I'm going to leave it on anyways. I do want damage display. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Come on, choose your control method and camera settings. I don't think that really matters right now because I have it all mapped to a controller already. Yeah, it uses an autosave feature. I also want to apologize because I am sitting in a computer chair and I know it squeaks every now and then. Actually, it squeaks a lot, so I apologize for that. I will eventually get a better chair to sit in.
In a curious dimension,
I'll shut up now.
Quite unlike our own, there was a very special world where humans and monsters lived together in peace. In the majestic city of Arbor, which stood at the center of that world, the most important festival of the year was just beginning. And the streets resounded with the happy cries of man and monster alike.
If you didn't know, the artwork in these games is done by Akira Toriyama. He's the same one that does Dragon Ball Z. Sorry. He's amazing.
Ah, not bad. Not bad at all. All right, my turn. All I have to do is hit something, right? Should be easy enough. Look!
Took a drink of water because I know my throat's kind of acting up. I did take some medicine for my sinuses before recording because that seems to be a necessary step now. I have really bad sinus problems. So this dude here,
it begins.
He cast a spell because everyone is friends with the monsters. All the monsters are like good right now, but then he cast this spell and it turns him evil. Except for our little Helix or Healy, whatever his name is, the hill slime that follows us around.
What could this mean? Monsters have never attacked humans before. Why now? And how many? Could they all have been affected?
What? Even Helix, you mean?
Oh, he's so cute.
Helix! Oh, thank goodness. It looks like he's okay.
But the castle may not be. Our comrades are under attack. We must act now, lest they suffer for our complacency. Listen carefully. I will circle around to the rear of the castle and assess the situation. You, meanwhile, will approach from the
You want
front.
to follow some long-winded plan? Thanks, but no thanks. We're royal guards, so let's guard some royals. We need to find King Doric right now.
Huh? Wait! Headstrong fools. Does she mean to fight them all off on her own?
See, he just talks a lot, and like, that's not even the worst. There's a way more annoying cutscene in here in a little bit. Okay, so that's Helix. This is her little like friend that follows us around. For some reason, he doesn't turn evil, but I'm glad because he heals us. So, yeah, if you've never played a Dragon Quest game either, normally they're turn-based, and all the like monsters in this are from the normal series. I've only played a few. I've played part of 7, I've played 8, and I played 9 most of the way through. So I know that you see a lot of the characters from the games in this. I don't think I'm going to know them all, but I'll tell you which ones I do know, if I can remember. There won't be anyone from 9 in it, because you actually get to customize your characters in that. Most Dragon Quest games, you don't get to customize your characters. It's kind of like the early Final Fantasy games where you just get specific characters and, you know, so on and so forth. Okay, so let's go on. Sorry, I'll shut up. Okay, so Helix says, King Doric will probably be in the throne room. Slurp. Come on, we have to go. We have to goo and help him. I love their like play on words with the monsters. Very well, but let us approach from the rear. The passage ahead is not the most direct route, but it should be the least infested with monsters. Okay, so here we are finally. The longest way around is the shortest way home, eh? Very you. Alright then, let's get moving. See, it just seems like our character has the most, like, head to her. Like, she's the smartest, it seems. Oh, and one last thing before I start playing. I can't actually turn the camera anymore. It worked whenever I first mapped the controller, and then it just stopped for some reason. So what I can do is I can lock the camera behind me. Whenever she blocks like that, it locks the camera. So, you know, that'll come in handy at some point.
Okay, are you two ready? Let's go over the basics of fighting, just to be sure.
Oh, Helix is so cute.
First, you should open the menu and take a good look at the action list.
Okay, so here's where it wants me to... Oh, God. Here we go, okay. Sorry, this is gonna happen until the game takes off because of the weird mapping I have. Okay, so I think I'm already good here. I pretty much know because I played it a little bit already and like I said, mapped it to what I needed it to. So let me just double check some things here.
Monsters.
Yeah, okay. So
There we
yeah.
have little choice. We must fight our way through.
It would be really nice to be able to turn the camera while I'm fighting. That's okay.
I know an amazing attack. Try using this.
It's just a regular combo. Alright, throw me some enemies. This is all just the tutorial. This is just them teaching you how to...
Yippee! That's the way to do it. Okay, try this next.
Oh, wrong button.
Great! That was perfect.
More monsters. I wish there was another way, but it looks like we'll have to fight them.
Use the attacks I told you about. You
I
can
feel so
do
bad
it.
attacking these slimes because I really like
Let's do
slimes.
the abilities
They're,
next.
I mean, if
Both
you've
use
seen,
magic points or MP for short.
you know, it's teaching me how to. I don't know if Helix is a boy or a girl, but it's teaching me how to use magic. It's just
Is your MP gauge.
you hold down the.
Try oozing an ability.
For me, it's R1, and then you'll eventually learn more and have to deal with that as time goes on.
Get them with that ability.
Okay, let's do.
Great work. You're a super duper fighting machine.
But yeah, if you've seen my
Looks like the last of them.
my
Come on, let's
page
keep
on
moving.
YouTube, I don't know what to say, my channel, I couldn't think of the word, then you've seen that I like slimes, because I have slimes and porings from Ragnarok on there.
You can't go through something.
Okay, so yes, let's jump. Yeah, it's like, it's telling me what button to push, but that's not the button that I'm pushing because I haven't mapped to something different, so it's, this whole tutorial is just like, useless basically.
The spell's going to hit you. Just dodge out of the way.
Ooh, and yeah, what's dodge? I have to figure that out.
And if an attack's coming from
Okay.
overhead, you can use your shield to block it instead.
I messed that up.
Blizzard slash.
The monster threat here has been suppressed. Onward to the throne room.
I think I'm actually going to
Oh, for heaven's
map
sake,
another
more
button
monsters.
to
Let's get this
be
over
able
with,
to
shall we?
toggle the camera. behind me. I don't know. It's working. I've just got to get used to the controls. So sorry if I do not talk for a second every now and then, just because I'm still getting used to everything. As you can see though, this game is basically just a Dynasty Warriors clone. It's a Dynasty Warriors clone with Dragon Quest characters. And I'm not actually that big on Dynasty Warriors normally, but I've really enjoyed what I've played of this game simply because of the Dragon Quest element to it. It makes me kind of want to play Hyrule Warriors too, because I didn't really give it a chance when it came out, simply because it was a Dynasty Warriors clone. And I really honestly only play turn-based games for the most part. It's not like I'm a snob or anything. A slob. Yeah, you can smash pots and get stuff. But I don't know, I just enjoy turn-based games more, so... I'm actually considering starting like a video series reviewing upcoming or even like already out turn-based games, just because I really like turn-based games, and I know there are other people out there that like turn-based games as much as I do.
There's a treasure chest on top of those crates.
Okay.
There might be a nice treat inside.
This will be the fun part because
To open it, just go up to it and stand still until you see the button sign.
it's going to tell me to push a button, and I'm not actually sure which button I need to push to do the treasure chest. So let's sorry, I'm still learning. I'm going to attack walls probably every now and then. Ooh, I didn't know I could do that. Kill this Draki. That's what those are called. Okay, so it wants me to press A. What happens if I press A? I just attack. Can I press... Does that really just do that? I don't think that's what I meant to have that map do, but... Oh no, actually, I'm gonna have to... What it is I have to...
I don't think we're finished here.
Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. I think what I actually just need to push is the enter key on the keyboard. Yeah, there we go. Oh. I just think all the monsters in Dragon Quest are adorable because, I mean, like even these guys, what are these? They're just like little mages or something, but they're adorable. Look at them. They got their little capes.
Let's get them all so we can keep moving.
I like that she says that. She tells you if there's still people left, because sometimes in these Dynasty Warriors games, there's so many enemies that you, unless you look at the map or hear what they say, you're not gonna know that there's people left.
If the cellars are anything to go by, a sizable force awaits us within the castle.
Ooh, a sizable force.
I'm starting to get really worried about the king. We've got to hurry.
I'm here. There we go. She was worried about the king.
What is the meaning of this?
Your Majesty!
Ah, there you are, my brave young bodyguards. Our monster friends have gone quite mad. The little devils all turned on me at once.
Both the castle and the town have been overrun. We must devise a strategy without delay.
I think it's so sad that
You and I
they're
must
just
stand
killing
fast
all
while
these
His
poor
Majesty and Helix
monsters.
fall back toward the throne. The task of defending the throne room will be ours. When the enemy draw near, one of us will meet their advance and launch a counter-offensive. The other will hold position and protect King Doric from any who make it through the onslaught.
See how annoying he is?
But even if we do defeat the enemy before us, we cannot afford to let our guard drop. If my assessment of the situation is correct, they will divide their forces into several groups and attack in waves. Each time they
we're
do so,
like,
one of us
all
must
right,
guard His
dude,
Majesty
we're good,
while
we
the
got
other
it.
renews the onslaught. By alternating our roles, we shall be able to conserve energy and keep the enemy at bay indefinitely.
Really?
Only-
You're still talking. Thanks for the master plan, but if it's all the same to you, I'm going to go and batter those monsters before they get to the king.
I really like her.
To rush in without a sound strategy is pure folly.
You are most kind, but I have no need of your protection. Nay, let we three stand and fight, side by side. Now to arms, friends, for armor!
I like the music too. Sorry, I'm jamming out. I forget that you can't actually see me. It's probably good because you don't want to see me try and dance. Here they come. Please, Your Majesty, get to safety. We will remain here and... Rah! Have you forgotten who I am, boy? They do not call me the Royal Rumbler for nothing, you know. I'll not cower behind my guards just yet. I had a feeling you might say that. Well, we've never managed to stop you jumping in yet, so why start now? Slurp, I'm scared. Just sit tight, Helix. We'll keep you safe. Ooh, okay. I'll ooze heal on you if you need it. Slurp, be careful. I guess I can make the slurp noise, but that's... I feel like that's just gonna get like annoying. Unless it's like ASMR, we can go real quiet and slurp. Yeah. Do you like this? Do you like ASMR? Okay, sorry, we're back. Alright, let's kill these dudes. It's funny because I was playing with a keyboard and mouse, and it remembers your inputs all the way to like however many clicks you do. And I'm really like in games like this, I'm really bad about just clicking and clicking and clicking, and it literally would just, even after the enemies were dead, she would just keep slashing and slashing as many times as you clicked. And so yeah, I would have to be really careful, but it doesn't do that with the like this. So I don't really know. I don't know like what the difference is. You know, I'm finding that not being able to move the camera is really not a big deal, just because I have that lock one, and like that's about all you really need in the game. I mean, if I really wanted to move the camera around, I mean, I can do it. See, I have the keyboard that I can do it with, but I don't really need to. I guess technically, if I really wanted to, because I don't think that, like, up, down, left, right on the D-pad does anything, so, I'll wait and see, but if it doesn't do anything, that I can map that, then, I mean, I technically would be able to move the camera if I wanted to. See, I would have had no idea where this guy was if I hadn't looked on the map and seen him. I went down the wrong stairs, but that's okay. Dead! Boom. That's right.
Losing was never an option.
That's right, losing was never an option. And it never is. I'm just joking, I lose a lot. Splendid, fine work indeed, my trusty guardians. Truly, you were born to fight. Now let us drive these addled creatures from the castle for good. It's so sad, they're just slaughtering these creatures. Gooey, you are all so amazing. I have to help out too. Wait, here. I'll goo on ahead and see what's outside. But Helix, it's not safe. Gah, he can't just go running off on his own like that. He'll get himself hurt. As long as monsters remain within the castles... I'm gonna give him a stupid voice because he's stupid. As long as monsters remain within the castles, we all risk injury at their hands. Come, we must drive them out. Oh, I won't actually talk with him the whole time. I just hate him. He's really annoying. I don't know what it is about him, but just... he talks too much, and not just that, his personality just sucks. You see that flickering? I'm gonna see if I can fix that before the next video. I don't know though, I have the graphics set fairly high. Okay. I can't believe Helix ran off like that. He's always been such a scaredy cat. Oh, slobber. Ouch, squelch. Stop it. You're hurting me. It's me, Helix. Why won't you listen to me? Is that young Helix I hear? Friends, I fear our gelatinous friend is in peril at the hands of yet more crazed fiends. Then we have to go outside and help. I think I got into the Helix voice for a second there. Then we have to go outside and help him. He'll never be able to stand up to them on his own. I fear you may be right. and I fear that my suspicion about the number of monsters who have made it inside the castle's walls may also be correct. I don't really know what voice to give him. Not that I can do many voices. It's like one female voice, a deep voice, maybe a little bit of an accent if I'm feeling ornery.
What the? Look how many of them there are! Where are they all coming from?
It's exactly why I put on the English voiceovers.
Could all the monsters taking part in the festival have descended on the castle at once?
Come on. Alright. This is just the same old, same old. We're just killing monsters. It's funny because in the main menu of this game, there's a little thing that warns you about streaming for monetary purposes for this game. So basically it says that it's fine to stream this game, or I guess record this game, but if you're doing it for monetary purposes, it's not okay. Which, jokes on them, because I actually can't even monetize my videos yet, so it's all good. This is just for fun. I really don't know why I never gave this game more of a chance. I actually do remember playing the first little bit of this game. Back when I worked at GameStop, we were able to check out games, you know? Like, I don't know if you do that or not, actually, but at GameStop, you're able to check out one game at a time for, it's like, I think it's supposed to be like 3 days or something, but they always let you check it out for as long as you wanted. And I know when this game came out, I checked it out, and I played part of it, but then as soon as I realized it was a Dynasty Warriors clone, I just kind of stopped playing it, and I wish I hadn't, because it's kind of fun. It's not just kind of fun, it's actually really fun. I'm really enjoying this. It's just like a visit into the Dragon Quest world without having to get into all the deep strategy and all that good stuff. Oh guys, I cannot wait for Dragon Quest XI. You don't even know, like, I am so excited. I've been waiting for this game for over a year now. I was hoping to get it on the Switch, but now that I have a PC, I'm gonna get it on the PC. And I'm really excited about that, because that means it's gonna look even better than it would have.
We did it!
Yay! Finally! Phew! That looks like the last of them. Are you okay, Helix? Wow! I was so scared. This is the last time I ever go running out on my own, I promise. All's well that ends well, little friend. Let us be thankful you escaped unharmed, and the castle appears to be free of monsters at last. Marvelous news indeed. Then we must make haste to the town below. I dispatched elite troops to quell the menace there. We must join them in a fight. In the fight. The fight for our lives. No, sorry. We won't go there.
Not much further now.
Not much further down. Try and match their voices as best I can.
Just as I thought. I feared they might be holding such a creature in reserve.
Dragon or not, there's only one thing we can do. Come on then. Let's give it the hiding of its life.
I guess I need to try and give them an accent. I didn't really even think about that, but they have an accent. A British accent. I can't do a British accent. That's not even gonna try. Oh, shout out to my friends in England. Oh God. Okay. Okay, so let's step back for a second. Dodge and let Helix heal us. Thank you. Okay. He's attacking his own people. I'm trying to get rid of the majority of the monsters before I start attacking the dragon. Aww, Helix is so cute. You see that? I tried to brag about my
It is essential to seek out its weak points.
I was listening, I'm sorry. God, he won't shut up. I was trying to brag about my little maneuver where I caught myself in the air. Okay, I take it back. The camera thing is getting in the way a little bit. But I think I just gotta get used to it, really. Because for real, like, you don't really need to move it that much. Eventually you can knock the dragon down, and he actually rolls over and, oh. Anyways, you can catch yourself in the air if you get knocked back. Ooh, here we go. I think you actually do more damage, like, per second by just attacking rather than trying to do a special move. Ooh, get me out of there. Get out of there. Oh, the camera's behind the gate. Alright, we beat our first boss. That's right. That was the dragon. Evil fiend. Oh, by the way, I will eventually get the last episode of Klonoa up. It's just, there were like no views on that, so I feel like I should just move on to something else for now. No, victory's not there just yet. Never speak too soon.
What the heck are those things?
What the heck are those things? She says. In the middle of a war. Let's, here we go. See, we can adjust the camera if we really need to. Come on, heal me. Ooh, I need heals. I need heals. Helix, where you at? Thank God. I like this gameplay more than, damn it, more than the boss battles, really. I need to start learning to use my shield more too, for sure.
They just keep coming, no matter how many of them we beat.
Oh yeah. This is where you learn about the coup de grace.
I must think.
Intention.
There must be some strategy, some...
Do not lose heart, my loyal guardians. Here, a tonic.
If you've never played a Dragon Quest game again, there is always this, well, in the newer games at least, I don't really know about the earlier ones, but there is a part of the game called tension, where you're able to raise your tension as you fight. You can basically choose to give up a turn in battle, and whenever you do that, you increase your powers or your whatever. And this is how they show it in this, because you're always able to, your attack and everything gets raised whenever you do a coup de grace, whenever your tension is raised. And that purple aura around her, that was the tension.
For you, we did it.
Yay! Ha! What you felt, friends, was the incomparable power of tension, a source of fighting might beyond reckoning. The Vimstone brings it forth in spades. But this is neither the time nor the place to discuss such a potent force. Its uses are many, and its depths nigh unplumbable. For now, let us be glad that our staunch defense has delivered Arba from peril, and give thanks. You're right! We did it! What a team! You've unlocked the power of tension.
All done.
He's always doing that. He's always tapping his head. Like he's deep in
What's the matter
thought.
with you? Stop standing around posing and act a little pleased, will you?
Exactly.
I fear it is too soon for celebrations.
Is it?
If I am not much mistaken, this battle was but the first of many. We have rid the capital of monsters, yes. But this is no more than a temporary solution. It is but a matter of time before their allies outside the city launch another assault. Furthermore, it would be foolish to assume that the effects of this phenomenon are limited to the monsters in Arbor.
Okay, we get it. What you're saying is, all the other towns and villages in the world may be in trouble too.
Friends, I had feared as much myself. It would seem the time is indeed against us.
Fear not, Your Majesty. I have devised the perfect strategy. First, we must head westward, through the forest, to the city of Caliber, where
Of course! Caliber! Home of mages, inventors, and workers of wonder. Surely there we might find a clue as to the troubles that assail us.
Good thinking, Your Majesty. That's an amazing idea.
Yes, but...
Well then, we better get going.
Me too. I'm going with you.
Ah! Come, my boldest and most trusted retainers! We must sally forth without delay!
Sally Forth? Sally Forth? What does that even mean? And here we have the opening. I'm gonna let it play, but if they like copyright claim it or something, you might hear silence, or I might just entirely cut this part out. This is the iconic Dragon Quest opening theme. You will hear this in every Dragon Quest game at some point, probably. It's just so good. Oh, I love Dragon Quest. See, these are the different heroes from there's Yangus and Jessica is her name, I think. They're from Dragon Quest VIII. That is my favorite Dragon Quest right now. I'm totally going to play Dragon Quest VIII on this channel at some point. But right now I'm doing this. I'm going to do Kingdom Hearts as well. So expect the first part of Kingdom Hearts up soon. I don't know if it'll be tonight. I'm going to stream it just like I did with Heavy Rain. So you'll see the ups and the downs. With this, if I get stuck or something crazy happens, I'll probably edit it out, just so you don't have to see that. But I don't actually have a capture card yet, so until I get one, that's the only way I can play PS4 games on here. And I don't want to limit myself away from PS4, so because it's my favorite system still. But I think PC might have won me over to the dark side. It's not the dark side. I'm so happy to have this PC. Like, I'm beyond happy. Just that I'm able to make these Let's Plays now is something that I have wanted to do for so long. And I said in another video, I don't even care about views. I don't even care about subscribers. I mean, you know, by all means, I do hope to get some views and subscribers, just like anyone would. I am human. But I went to school for video editing, and I've never, like, I don't do anything with it. I work in a warehouse. I pick shoes off of a shelf and put them on a conveyor belt for 10 hours a day. I just am so happy to have something to express myself through. Not only express myself through, but just share with people. Share my passion for video games with other people. I worked at GameStop for 5 years. It's one of the worst jobs ever, by the way. But I always loved just talking to people about video games. And my fiance doesn't play video games, so I don't actually get a chance to play video games with people very often. And not only that, but like we live with my fiance's brother, and he just plays like first-person shooters. And I mean, he'll play like Skyrim or something like that, but he won't even touch like turn-based games, and most people won't. So it's even harder to find people who like the type of games that I like, and I'm just so happy to have this outlet. So thank you all for showing any interest in anything that I do, because I truly appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get to the save point so we can end this part, because it's going on a little bit now, a few minutes. Okay, so it would seem the commotion in the capital has been quelled. Now let us venture westward to Caliburg. Is that how you pronounce it? I didn't hear him. 'Tis a fair city, girt about by stone walls and lying at the heart of the Great Plains. Girt? I don't think I've ever heard that word. But I am forgetting myself. It being a mere stone's throw from the capital, you have accompanied me there before, no? Come to think of it, I did... Oh, this is us talking. Come to think of it, I did go with you on a visit there once. See, I can't, like, if I try and do a British accent, I can't, it comes out as, like, Irish or something. Come to think of it, I did go with you on a visit there once to the, what was it called again? The Institute of Ingenuity, where I don't even know. The Institute of Ingenuity, where the greatest scholars of the land study the esoteric arts of magic and mechanics. I don't want to just give him my voice because I'm so, like, disgusted with him, but I'll figure it out. Okay. Precisely. Caliburg is positively brimming with the wondrous fruits of invention. I do not doubt that we shall find ample expertise there to aid us in Arba's defense. And besides, there is one there whose counsel I would seek. A great mind indeed, and a loyal subject of our fair realm. Come, friends, onwards! Onwards we go. So this is a little, I don't know, just a camp or something. And this is where you, like, buy stuff in between levels and so on and so forth. This is about as far up as I've played, though, so I played a minute of the next chapter, and that's about it. Wow, what's all this? An armorer, a chapel, all the amenities of the town are here. Rah-ha-ha-ha! Welcome to Camp Caliburg, the well-appointed outpost whence we shall march on Caliburg itself. Though I pray that it is not so. The monsters of that fair town, they too may have lost their minds. We must make ready for war, though it pains us to do so.
Aye.
Welcome to Camp Caliburg, Captain. We've organized some basic facilities to prepare you for the way ahead. Where did I get settings? The city isn't that far from the camp gates, but there's no telling what dangers are lurking out there. Be sure to make adequate preparations before you head out into the field. I just gave him like a hick accent because he's that soldier that lives, you know, just there, and he's from the country, but he joined the soldier or the army to go off to the city and get away from the small town, but he still has got his country accent. Sorry, I'm giving this random soldier way too much of a backstory. Yeah, so this game seemed, I'm pretty sure from what I've played at least, it looks like you don't actually level up as you're playing. It levels you up in between the levels, basically, kind of like Final Fantasy 15 with the camps. Okay. It just goes over everything you got in the last level, and here we are at Camp Caliburg. Alright, so before we stop, I do want to come over here and buy a, let's see, we definitely want to get the best weapon possible, because 44, and if you see up the left there, up top left, you can see how much it raises. We're at 35 now. That takes us to 44, and this takes us to 51. So let's do that, because I feel like that's pretty important. Attack is like the first thing I always go for. Alright, yes, so equip now. And we can only afford to get the scale shield, not the steel shield. But it's not a big deal just because 8 and 12 are only like 4 apart, so we'll just stick with the cheap one for now. That's fine. Yeah, you get to actually see your shield too. I love games that do that. Ragdoll effect. Okay, so we are no. Oh my god, I bought another one. Oh, can we sell it? I want to sell it. Let's sell this stupid... My cat's scratching at my door. Okay, so... Yeah, I only want to sell one. No. 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 Stop talking to me. Okay. So, let's go save. And the way you save in this game is really neat. You go talk to the church and you make a confession. Welcome to the Church of our Goddess. Here you may confess your deeds before the Almighty, that they may be recorded for posterity in an adventure log. Other services such as skill point reallocation are also available for a small donation. You are always welcome here, my child. Now let us begin.
Welcome, child.
Okay, I won't always read that. I just wanted to, because yeah. So this is where you come to save. This is where you come if you want to reallocate your skill points. In the games, in the other games, the main games, you come here if you're poisoned. There's a few other things. It's like I forget what all the options are, but we'll see that in Dragon Quest XI. So let's go ahead and save.
Let us pray.
And we'll end this here, I guess. But thank you guys for watching. If you are watching, I really appreciate that you've watched it all the way to the end of even one video. But by all means, please subscribe and definitely leave a like if you don't mind, just because it really does help a young YouTuber like me. And I mean young in the sense of like how long I've been putting out videos. Even though I have videos that are like 10 years old, I've just recently started making Let's Plays, so I really do appreciate even just liking the video. But I'll definitely be releasing, I try and release at least one video a day if I can, but I do sometimes get busy. But if you subscribe, I will guarantee to get up at as many videos as possible. Sometimes I do more than one video a day too, so just definitely comment as well and let me know if there's any games you want to see played. Even though right now for the next couple months things are pretty much lined up with Dragon Quest. So I guess that's pretty much it for now, guys. I need to kind of set like a real outro. I kind of just say the same things every time, but it's not really like organized or anything. Alright guys, well that's it for now. I really appreciate you all watching, and you all have a great day.